G'day traders, welcome to wrap up on Friday the 30th of March. Got the daily chart up here and just want to go through a few things about the daily. On this particular day, on Friday, it was quite significant, and there was definitely the dailies gave us really good indication of what was going to happen. I mean, as far as more information about the dailies, quite often we talk about that in the support sessions. In fact, this Wednesday night we're going to be talking about dailies and other indices and how that can help you understand where the market's heading. Okay, so those sessions will be taped and then they will be put on the Platinum site. So keep an eye out for that, and understanding the daily chart is very important. And you read a daily chart just like you would a 1 minute chart or a 5 minute chart. So the thing to remember about all of this year, we've been in a buying situation. Even in these areas here, we can see these markets pulling back. Still, you should be thinking buyers. If you look at this as a 5 minute chart, for example, and you're looking for a sell, you'd never be selling here. What you want to do is see it breaking down through support or even coming back, testing resistance, then breaking down a second time and breaking through support. Then we can get on the sellers. So even through these sections here, be wary of the buyers. It doesn't mean you can't take sells. It just means that when you're in a buyer's market like we have been all year, you really should be sticking to about at least 7 out of your 10 trades be going with the buyers. Okay, and what was significant about Friday was when we started the day. This candle was, and this is the candle here, so we have moved on a bit. So this is Monday now, but I'm talking about Friday today. And when we started Friday, there was a green candle starting to form, and it really looked like this market pulled back, and then all of a sudden it was just a pullback. See, that's what you got to think of these areas. It's just potential buyers looking for a better spot to place their buys, and away they go again. So don't discount the buyers. And this area looked like it was just a pullback, and all of a sudden they're heading back to the highs. So definitely started Friday with the perception that there are buyers around. Okay, now with that in mind, just to show on the 5 minute chart, we headed down straight away. Okay, but all through this section here, some of the other smaller markets, and the 1 minute chart shows it better. A lot of the other markets were heading down quite strongly. However, the ES and the Dow Jones, they were really resisting the downside. Even though there was a push down, they were resisting, and you can see they kept on trying to take the market back up, but eventually they did end up falling. But the thing I want to note is because the dailies, and on even this particular day, there was quite a buying influence. It looked like the buyers really want to come into control. So you've got to be very careful and wary of the buyers, because as we start the pullback here, for example, this power point here, or say a true fade, or you're looking to get a pullback on the 5 minute chart, if there's a lot of buyers around, these sort of areas are going to fail, and that's exactly what happened. The sellers came in, but the buyers are really trying to stop them, and in the end, then the buyers got their chance, and from there, where you typically look at pullback trades, the buyers just blew through those, and you can see there, then a bit sideways, and then pushed up higher again, and gradually kept on pushing higher, then broke up higher after the weekend. So this came about from understanding a little bit about the dailies, and I remember thinking all through this section here that I'm not really interested in the sellers. I was just waiting for the buyers to have their chance, and then here they came. So we definitely weren't looking at pullback power points here. So that's it's quite interesting. I thought the dailies was very relevant for this particular day, being a Friday. But to actually go through the day on the 5 minute chart here, obviously we pushed lower, and like I said, normally we'd look for pullbacks and a continuation of the downside, but this particular day I wasn't interested in the pullbacks. And this area here, where it typically likes to continue on the trend from, it just blew through that and started heading to the upside. And I was very interested at this stage at looking at pullbacks on the upside then, and getting some sort of fade set up or some sort of set to the buy side. From here we got this new trend up, and then we started to get pullbacks. So this area here, you can start looking for some sort of area to get the pullback, and then look to push up and go for these highs, previous cash market highs, which eventually it did get to. And that was probably your best opportunity of the day. And then from there, from lunchtime onwards, very slow afternoon. You can see the same thing. There's that downtrend. Then quickly the buyers came back and took control, which they really, it was quite evident all day long that they were going to come at some stage. They pushed a bit higher, had to go at the highs, and then once they did get there, you can see the afternoon very slow. Not a single power point hit in the afternoon. Anyway, so that's a wrap up for Friday. Hopefully you learned something there about the dailies, and we'll back talk to you on Monday.